I have been a furry for over 7 years, and I just went to my very first event. No hand paws today, by the way, because they're drying, because I just washed them, and also because I burned my hand. A couple months ago, I was thinking about being a furry, my place in the fandom. I kind of came back, after a really, really long pause. What am I doing here anyway? What's even the point if I have never had a single in real life friend who was also a furry or had the same interests as me. What's the point of being a furry if you're doing it alone? And then I realized that I had to make the terrifying step forward and join a local Discord server. No! Fun fact about me is I hate technology, I hate the internet. I kind of want to be Amish, to be honest. I don't like that everything is online. I just want to meet people in person. I don't like typing, I don't like texting. I just want to talk to people in real life. And also, I'm terrified of other people on the internet and the anonymity of it all, which is why I've waited for so long to actively seek out any local events or anything. I joined a server and I found that there was a local meet happening. It was this cute little art market called furswap. It was advertised as kind of like the dealer's den of a convention, but without the actual convention, it's just the dealer's den. And just a place to kind of meet up, meet some new people, hang out, and that's all that I wanted to do. One problem, as I said before, I don't know any real life people who are also furries. So I would have to be going to this alone. I don't know if any of you have ever driven around Seattle before. Oh god, I hate it. I love driving. I hate driving in Seattle. So I would have to take public transport in my fursuit alone. So that was a big problem. I slyly reached out to some of my friends and I was like, hey, are you free on the 10th? And also, how do you feel about furries? And nobody wanted to come with me. They were all super chill about it. They just had plans because, it was Mother's Day or something. Pfft, that's not important. The days leading up to this event, I was getting more and more desperate, trying to find people, continuously failing. And I decided, you know what, it's hopeless. Literally, I think 2 days before, I was at a hangout party at a friend's house, and they had brought along some of their friends that I'd never met. Friend of a friend. I was talking to some people, we were kind of getting acquainted. These people, they had colorful hair, and I was like, I really doubt that these people are gonna be anti-furry or anything. So, I casually brought up, yeah, I'm going to my very first furry event in a couple days. And, I was making jokes about how, I'll be all alone, and that's kind of lame and a bit embarrassing. And one of them, and mind you, this is a person I had literally introduced myself to half hour ago, said, oh, I'll go with you. For real? Really? And get this, they said, oh, I hate driving in Seattle too, but I'll drive you there. What? It was crazy. The stars had aligned. This person, they weren't really in the fandom, but they were kind of on the outskirts, definitely had an interest in furry stuff, just never really got into it. So I took them up on their offer, and I also said, hey, by the way, I have 2 fursuits. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, development, something has happened recently. This is gonna need its own video. I got a new fursuit. That's Dusty. His origin— oh my god, my arm is hyperextended, I'm sorry. That's Dusty. His origin story is kind of insane and complicated. He's drying because I just washed everything. And it's gonna need to be its own video, but everybody say hi to Dusty. What was I saying? Right, I said, I have 2 fursuits. Do you want to bring one? And they said, hell yeah, I'll bring one. So I got to debut brand new fursuit, and Ari got to come along, which is awesome because Ari is beautiful. Everybody loves Ari. Everybody put in the comments right now how much you love Ari. I'm waiting. We drive over and we have the first conversation that I've had with this person. Well, second, I guess, because the first one was me going, hey, do you want to go to this furry art market? They wore Ari, and we drive up, we get into a parking garage. The first thing that I see is some people wearing paws walking on their way to the event. Hello? And I literally started shaking. I was so excited because you don't know. The only time that I'd ever seen a fursuit in real life was 2019. I was like, oh my god, I found my people. Got suited up, we started walking over. I love walking down the street in fursuit. It's so fun. Because I just imagine these people, even if they like hate furries, imagine you're working like a 9 to 5 at some shitty office in Seattle, and then you see like a blue dog walking down the street. Then you get to go home to your wife and be like, honey, you'll never guess what happened. And maybe that becomes an inside joke for you. And I just love that, just making your day a little more interesting. We get to the event, and we are both just kind of standing there silently in shock, because it's like, it's a tiny little venue, right? But it's just, oh my gosh, we're really here. We're at a real life furry event. Oh my gosh. And we both just kind of like awkwardly walk around for like an hour, just like taking it in, just stunned. That's the only way I can describe it. There were some other fursuiters there. They were absolutely amazing. I went around to the vendors, and here, I'll show you some of the stuff that I got. Got this little zine, Weird Tigers, All Stripes, No Reference, by Huriska. I saw this and I was like, yep, that's mine, that's for me. It's just like a whole bunch of these drawings of tigers. Isn't that awesome? I love tigers so much. Somebody got a Polaroid picture of us. Amazing little keepsake. I also picked up a couple, because I'm absolutely going to more events. I got a couple fursuit badges for different occasions. You don't need to see all of them. And then most of the other stuff that I got were like little trinkets for other friends. I had to pay for everything in cash, which was really annoying, because when I was buying the badges, I was so all over the place. I was like bending over to look at them, and my ears almost knocked over the stand, and then I like couldn't pick all my money up, and it was don't pay for things in cash when you're in fursuit. Oh, one crazy thing that happened, somebody walks up to me and says, I have a rat. What? They hold out their hands, and sure enough, they had a rat. They were not lying. So I got a picture of me in Dusty just holding a rat. So the way I worded that made it sound like it was a random rat off the street. To be clear, it was a pet rat. That person was really chill. Whoever you were, I like your rat. That was cool. I didn't get the contact of a lot of people because I was just so Star Trek? There was a snow leopard wearing a Star Trek outfit, but I was so starstruck that I just forgot. A lot of people outside were, smorking, whatever. It's Seattle, what do you... When I got home and I started, giving everything like a good deep clean, because we were in fursuit for like 3 hours straight and super sweaty. I checked the bottom of Ari's tail and it was grimy. His tail was like gray. It was darker gray, colored, and smelled like cigarette smoke. And I've actually worn Ari in Seattle before, but his tail was never that grimy before, and I was like, what the hell? What happened? And I realized that the friend wearing him was a little bit shorter than me. It was fine. I just washed it out, and it came out just fine. Okay, so the area had a little 18 plus not safe for work section. You know when you're like 16 and you learn about the back room of Spencer's and you just gotta poke your head in? I did that. I did take my fursuit hat off, and of course I'm over 18. I wouldn't be able to get in there anyway. They actually had people checking ID, which was awesome. But see, something about me is I do not look like an adult. One of my favorite games to play with people when they see my face for the first time is, how old do you think I am? And most of the answers range from about 14 to 17. I'm not gonna reveal my face, but just trust me on this. I think I got more weird looks in that room than I did on just the random Seattle roads. A lot of people doing double takes. Afterwards, we went and we got burgers. And this friend, guys, they seemed so cool. I'm so very glad I got to meet them. I got home and immediately just passed out. I was so tired. So yeah, that was my experience. The one thing that I kind of wish I did more was just, I think I was just so starstruck and kind of nervous that I didn't really talk to a lot of people, but I'm absolutely intending on going to another event as soon as one happens, so we're all good. But I think this may be the start of a new day for me. I'm very excited. Shout out to all the people that I met. Everybody was so nice. Everybody was very chill. I'll probably have a video coming pretty soon about the origins of that guy. Just keep your eyes out for that. Sorry, this was just kind of like a long rant. I'm just yapping and yakking and whatnot. But I just wanted to get my thoughts out and say that, hey, I had a real great time. That's all. Later.